Thanks for joining us again for another game of Legions Imperialis 40K. I'm Gordon, the regular host of Life of Die, and as usual, I'm joined by Craig. How you doing, Craig?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
So yeah, today we're playing some Tzeentch, which is a bit of a first for me, which I'm looking forward to trying out, and they're taking on Craig's Imperial Guard. So let's just get straight into looking at the forces properly. For my 4,000 points then, I've taken a Demon Horde, which consists of a pack of 10 Minotaurs plus an Aspiring Champion, pack of 10 Trolls plus an Aspiring Champion. I've got no support cards for them, so they're just a formation in their own right. I've then got my 1,000 Suns Tzeentch, which is 2 squads of standard Chaos Marines plus a squad of automatons, and they've got 2 squads of Rhinos attached to them as well. So into the Greater Demons then, I've got the Lord of Change. He has the Doomwing Squadron, the Flamers, and the Fire Lord attached to him, so that's his 3 support cards he has to take. Meanwhile, Magnus the Red here, he has 2 squads of Disc Riders, plus the 2 squads of Silver Towers. And finally, we're using the AT scale Titans just to give it that extra scale. It goes back to first edition, the original box art, where the Titans were really massive compared to the infantry and vehicles. So yeah, we're doing that different scale this time, and it's good to get that, my prized possession, that Reaver Titan out in the tabletop. So the Reaver Titan is not as seen. I'm taking 2 Volcano Cannons, and I'm taking a Gatling Blaster, and that is him.
Okay, for my 4,000 points of Imperial Guard, I've got a Heavy Company, I've got an Assault Company, I've got Grey Knights in support of them, I've got a Shadow Sword Company, got a Rough Rider Company, and an Artillery Company, and they've got a detachment of Hydras, and then I've got 2 Warhounds, each is proxying our weapons, so I've got the Turbo Laser Destructor and Inferno Gun in both of them.
Right, so today's mission is Devastation, and what that means is that we have 6 objectives. So we've each got 2 in our baseline, 2 through the middle, and then our opponents 2. So how it works is, if you hold the ones in your own baseline, then you'll get 5 victory points. If you take either of these centre ones, you'll take 3 victory points per turn, sorry. The other thing you can do is destroy your opponent's deep objectives, and that would basically mean you couldn't capture any more points for those 5 points. So it's, yeah, they're quite important to try and take them out if you can, but we get fairly slow moving forces, so I'm not too convinced whether they'll do it or not. We'll see, famous last words. And on top of that, we are reintroducing from 2nd edition Net Epic breakpoints for breaking formations. So we've worked all these out and we'll kind of show you how it goes. Part of the reason we've done it is because, and some people pointed out in the comments to us, that you can effectively win a game of LI in 3 turns if you just by capturing objectives, even though the other side might have a very viable force at the end of it. So we're kind of crossing the streams again, I suppose, and doing that. So it'll be interesting to see what difference that makes to the gameplay. So shall we look at deployment then? I've concentrated most of my force through the centre here of the board. So in the far flank here, I've got a squad of Rhinos, a squad of Disc Riders, a squad of Chaos Marines, I've got the Flamers. These are the Silver Towers, which have a kind of barrier, which means -1 to fire through at anything behind them. I've got a squad of automatons, which kind of need this Greater Demon to kind of keep them, well, they would default to advance order, so it's not terrible if he's not around. But yeah, Magnus the Red's really powerful. Also have my Reaver Titan, as you can see, another squad of Rhinos, another squad of Disc Riders, another squad of Chaos Marines. The Doomwings and the Fire Lord aren't actually deployed. The way it works in the LI is they fly in, but I'm still just putting down orders for them there, so that's them. And then I've got my Demon Hordes, which is the Minotaurs, and then the Trolls, and then finally I've got the Lord of Change as well, which is another Greater Demon. Over to Craig.
Yep, and on my side I've got my forces kind of quite spread across the board. So on my left-hand flank I've got a detachment of Assault Infantry, a detachment of Support Troops, and then I've got one of my Warhounds in the very far flank. And then in the centre, I've got the kind of bulk of my infantry again. So I've got the other 2 detachments of Assault Infantry, another Support Infantry detachment, but one of my Basilisk detachments and 2 Shadow Swords, and then the other Warhound. And then on the right-hand side, I've got the rest of my Artillery Company, my entire Rough Rider Company, and another detachment of Support Troops. And then in reserve, I've got my Grey Knights who are ready to come in and smite somebody. Okay, so we're interrupting the turn 1 movement. Gordon's came in with his Doom Wings into my back line, and I'm going to try and intercept them with the Hydras. So 4 dice each, 12 dice in total, hitting on 5s. Not bad.
Pretty good. Aye. 7.
7, alright, okay. That's a -1, so
5 left.
oh, Jesus!
One of them goes.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, so this is us at the end of turn 1 movement. On my side, I've predictably pushed everything up on the right hand side here into the forests, and Gordon's met me with the same on his side. I've managed to get my heavy troops into the building here, so hopefully they'll be able to do something next turn to survive. All my artillery, of course, is on first fire, and we just saw the Hydras. Kind of, you know, they did well, but not good enough to take out the Doom Wings. And then in the centre, I've kind of been a bit cagey, kept most of my assault troops back, and just put my Titan in behind a little bit of cover here, because you've got the whole horde coming through with protected by their warding shields, so it's a bit of a scary sight down the middle. And then on my left hand side here, I came round with my Titan, I've got my troops into the buildings, and then you came in with your Fire Lord, pressure on my Titan. So yeah, all to play for.
Yep, into first fire.
Yep.
Okay, firing my detachment of Silver Towers here, and I'm going to target the guys in this building. A lot of deliberation about what I was going to fire it, but it's because you can't split fire the way you used to in 2nd edition. That's why I was caught in a new quandary. Anyway, going for them. So I've got 8 dice, which are going to be 6s to hit, and I've got another 2 dice, which will be 5 or 6s to hit.
Pretty good.
Yeah, 3 hits.
4 up cover for that.
Oh, well done.
Saves. Okay, over to me. I'm going to fire this unit of basilisks, and we're just going to do a direct barrage onto your minotaurs there. So 4 of them under the templates because they fire twice. On 4s, just 2 hits at -2. Do they have a fixed save?
They do have a fixed 6s. No, so 2 to take off him. I think that should still keep coherency. And then 1 nail. I have a feeling they're going to be running back for this objective in a minute. Okay, the second lot of Silver Towers are going to go for your Warhound there. Now you get a -1 because you're touching the building, taking cover against it. So a red dice or short range ones, they're going to be hitting in first to try and strip the shields. Those are going to be 6s to hit, and the green dice will be 4s to hit.
Good.
The better ones missed though.
Sure.
So
yeah.
that's your Warhound's shield stripped.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm playing a Chaos card, Burning Body. It doesn't say anything about line of sight, it doesn't say, it says I can play it any time. I can basically pick somebody that's in a wood to go up in flames. It's really, really nasty. So I think I'll target, because you get a lot of guys in that wood there at the back.
So it just instantly kills them, does it?
Yeah, well, the effect of it is, model's Burning Body starts a fire, roll a d6 in the end phase of each turn, and on 1 it goes out, 2 to 3 it carries on, 4 to 6, all models in the area are destroyed, and the area may not be entered for the rest of the game. So it's not very clear about...
It catches fire, does it?
Yeah, I would imagine he's dead.
Right,
but we'll maybe put a wee marker next to it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anyone you like, it doesn't actually
Yeah, alright. So my Shadow Sword on first fire is going to take a shot at Magnus. It's going to be -1 because he's through the warding shield. The green dice is the Volcano Cannon, and the blue dice are the Las Cannons. And Las Cannon, 1 hit, -1.
3+ to save.
Good.
Okay, take a card.
Horns, which is just one of those +1 calf ones. Next one I'm going to go for is my Basilisks, and they're going to drop their shots onto your Riders. Yeah, fire twice, so it'll be 10 shots in total.
-1.
-1, yeah, so it'll be 5s to hit.
That's enough, yeah, they're wiped out.
Okay, so the Bombards now, they're going to do an indirect barrage at this building, and I'm going to use my unit here, my rifles, just to spot for them. So first of all, to scatter. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So this.
Okay, Magnus is going to fire his beam of power, which is nasty as hell. So 100 range, it's 1 dice 2+ to hit, a -6 modifier. So he's going for this building. The -1 he gets for firing through the miasma, whatever it is, the field thing that these Silver Towers creates is negated by the +1 for hitting the building. So 2+, and he rolls a 4. So you've got to do a building save.
Yeah.
-6. Failed,
I think that's a fail, is it?
Yeah, I think there's 4+.
4+.
And -6. more, so
Okay.
that's trashed.
Yep, there's the aftermath. Yeah, so the troops inside essentially take a -1 EP hit, so yeah, they're all dead. Alright, back to me. I'll use my Shadow Sword, and he's going to fire at the Doom Wings, so it'll be all 6s to hit. Nada.
Okay, so my Doom Wings are going to fire, and basically they can get all your assault guys under there.
7 of them.
The other one's out of range, actually. I wasn't thinking properly about you need to target one unit. Too used to the old way of playing. 4 hit and 4 pluses.
Oofed, lovely.
So 5.
5, cool.
There's 0 modifier though.
Yeah, that's fine. These guys are just body basic assault marine or assault troops. So yep, 5. I'll keep the HQ units back. They'll do a morale check. Fine.
Oh, well done.
So I'll use my turbo laser destructors and the Warhound into your silver towers. Hitting on 3s normally, but 4s because of the warding.
2 hits, nice.
So a -2, is it?
4 pluses to save. 1 saved.
Morale check if you do such a thing.
Morale's 1.
Okay. No bother then.
My Reaver is going to go after your Warhound behind the building. Now you get -1 to the hit because of that. I'm also firing through the field, so I get -2. Okay, green 6s, 5 or 6s reds. Ah, not the ones I wanted.
Okay.
But 3
hits.
3 hits at -1. Yeah.
2 go through them. Yep.
Damage.
Okay, and before he leaves this world, I'm going to use the Warhound to take a shot at these silver towers, so the other detachment this time. Turbo laser destructor, normally 3s hitting on 4s.
Oh, unlucky. Okay, I've got 5 Disc Riders behind this building here, and they're going to target your guys out in the open, so 5 or 6s to hit.
Pretty good.
Pretty good, 3.
Heavy support troops here are going to fire at these silver towers, hitting on 6s. So,
Woofed. Well done.
yeah, it's not bad.
4.
4, okay. -1.
3 pluses required. Both gone.
Cool, lovely. There's no more.
Okay, Fire Lord's going to fire at you. Just try and strip the shields. The other, his secondary weapons are useless, basically, so 0 modifier. 5 or 6s. 1, so 1 shoulder.
Okay, got my Shadow Sword, evading what I want to fire at, but I'm going to go for the Titan and try and strip the shields with the las cannons, and then the Volcano Cannon will only strip a shield if it hits, so let's see. Nothing.
We're doing the roll for the woods here, 4 plus, and then everybody's going to be engulfed in flame. Oh! And it means there, basically, so it hasn't gone up.
Right. Okay.
So you want to be getting out of there next time.
Yes. I'm assuming the guy that was on fire is probably dead.
Yeah, it doesn't actually say in the card whether he lives or not. It'd be kind of cool if he was riding about in flames.
Yeah. Causes fear or something. Might as well do our shields and stuff while we're here as well. No, not one.
Yeah, one
back.
Well done.
And yes. Back. Cool. Excellent. Right. So here we are at the end of turn 1. Objective-wise, what we're looking at here.
I've captured my 2 base ones, but you've managed, I think.
Yeah.
Within 3 inches. Yeah. 5 for your base point ones, so 10 points versus 13 points because this one's uncontested.
Casualties as well. So
yeah, I've got 1 formations on the brink here because this was Magnus, the red had his slot, but it was 9 for this break point, and obviously the other formations are absolutely fine.
Yeah, likewise, I've taken a hit on all of my formations, but nothing, focusing on any of them, so they're all still okay at the moment, but yeah, I don't think it'll last very long.
Yep, so 13-10.
Yep. Okay, just interrupting turn 2 movement. So I've successfully deep striked my Grey Knights in behind Magnus here, and then Gordon's followed that up by coming in with his Doom Wings. So I'm going to intercept them with my Hydras, hopefully. Maybe save these Grey Knights from a barbecue. So 12 dice, hitting on 5. 4, 6. Oof, nice. And that's -1.
6 saves of 5. Not bad.
Not bad.
Not good enough.
Not good enough. Okay.
So they're gone.
Good stuff. And that might be that formation broken as well.
It is, yeah. You'll be getting victory points for that. My Firelord come on, he's dropping his 3 bombs on these Grey Knights, try and get rid of them before they take out Magnus. There's a lot of reaction going on here. So the 4 barrage points, which basically means 4, so it's each one's hit once, so 4 more. Pretty good. 3 -2. Yep. 1. Alright, so here's the state of play after turn 2 movement. Greg has moved up his Warhounds to get them into flamethrower range. His assault troops have stayed where they are, as have my Chaos Marines in that building. Greg's other assault troops have moved into the ruins and are trying to stay in coherency with the company HQ units. The rest of his forces, for the most part, have been in first fire. He's shimmied round one of the Shadow Swords for a shot towards the Reaver. Some Rough Riders have moved out to claim Objective 4. They had to get out of the Burning Forest anyway, while the rest have piled into my Trolls here. His other heavy troops are in first fire in that building. I've moved my Minotaurs back towards Objective 1 because I was worried that it was under threat. Craig teleported in his Grey Knights behind Magnus, and I responded by pulling my Disc Riders back to shoot at them. My automatons shambled forward to follow the rhinos in attempting to seize Objective 3, and my Reaver is in first fire orders, hoping to deal out some serious damage to that Warhound opposite him.
So I won initiative, so first fire I'm going to try and get my heavy troops to strip some shields off this Reaver. Maybe not the most tactical thing to do, or the best thing to do, but feels good. So hitting on 5s. Yeah, that's pretty good.
5, so 1's through. Yeah, 2+. Just. No damage. Alright, my Reaver Titan, because I'm now feeling a bit not quite confident about him after all that barrage there. He's going to fire his Gatling Blaster at this guy. And then he's going to fire a Volcano Cannon, try and take out these Shadow Swords. Are extremely dangerous. They've got Volcano Cannons which can engine kill them. So he's going to try and pick off 2 of those, which I'm more worried about than Turbo Laser Destructors. So Gatling Blasters at him first, 5 or 6s. Nothing. And then I'm going to fire at this one in Objective. 3+ hits. So -4 save.
5 up 1.
And the other one. Oh,
welcome to my world of volcano cannons.
Well, if you can keep it going.
Yeah. Okay, back to me, and I'm going to return fire with one of my Shadow Swords. So this guy to start with. Fire at your Reaver. So Volcano Cannon and 2 Las Cannons. Oh, of course the Volcano Cannon misses, and one of the Las Cannons hits.
-2. Takes a damage. I've got 3 Flamers. I'm going to have a go shooting at your Grey Knights. 5 or 6s. 1 hit. 0 modifier. 4 up.
Okay, back to me. I'm going to get my Bombards to do an indirect barrage against that building again. We'll see if we can do better this time. 6, so it still should. Well, maybe not actually. Yep, drop down the hole. Is there anything behind there?
No, there's nothing. Fortunately, I had rhinos there, but I've moved them round the other side. Sorry. Okay, something really nasty here. So, I'm playing Magic of Tzeentch, and what that does is I play it on a 1,000 Suns unit in the combat phase, which I'm doing. The unit may make an extra attack this turn, combining their magical power to create a vortex of energy. Place the vortex template within 25 centimeters of the unit. The vortex acts exactly like one produced by a vortex missile, so that's a vortex missile template, but they always scatter, so I could end up scattering into themselves here, we'll see. Hopefully not, hopefully not. But you happy with that?
I mean, why not?
Not really, but...
So, shields are gone, and D6.
D6 hits. Just 1. Automatic damage. Okay, so I'm going to fire my Marines here. Bit of conversation about this vortex, because normally you can only fire 1 unit at 1 unit. This is a special attack, and Craig thinks it's okay for me to split my fire. What should have happened if it was just going to be the 1 target? Would have been I've done all the shots first, then laid the vortex down on them. But yeah, it's a special attack and it's a one-off. Anyway, you've very generously agreed to that. So firing at the Warhound with the actual attack, the missile launchers, 4 pluses. Yeah, pretty good. 3.
So shield and then 2 hits.
Yeah, save 3 plus. Yeah.
Indeed.
Is that below him?
Below him, yep. So, because he's less than 5 wounds at the start, he's just a 3-inch blast, so he's not actually going to hit anything, which is kind of good, I suppose. But could have been worse. Get him out of the way. Well done. Cool. Okay, reeling from that, I'm going to try and get some dopamine back in my system, and I'm going to do the volcano cannon and blast cannon into your Reaver.
Return the favour.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh. Right, okay, another -2 save.
Alright, my Silver Tower's going to try and pick off some Rough Riders here, so 4 dice, 5 or 6s, and 1 dice, 3 or more.
2 hits, yep. 2 indeed. Right, back to me. We use a unit of Basilisk. I've got a line of sight down to your Disc Riders, so they're going to do a direct barrage.
And they get 2 barrage templates. So
so I get 4 under there. And looking for 4s, and we've only got 1 at -2, so I think he's just...
Yeah, I don't think they've got a save.
No. Okay.
Alright, my Marines, my second squad of Marines will fire at you, Rough Riders, so another 5 dice coming at you, 4 pluses. Not much, 2.
So how many are we down to? No, we're still okay for morale. Okay, so my heavy support troops are going to fire at this Fire Lord. Yep. So yeah, they'll be needing 6s.
Oof!
Not bad.
4. Amazing.
Yep, and that's a -1, so you need 2 3-ups.
3-ups, yeah.
Yep, and you get 2 wins as well because he's a super heavy. So.
No, he's gone.
Wonderful! Well, brought a little bit of joy back into my heart. Okay, Basilisk again. We're going to do shots onto the Reaver indirect. So, nope, 7's a miss. Well, actually, is it still?
Yeah, still clips him.
Alright. And we'll scatter the other one as well. That's also a hit, I guess.
Catch a flamer as well.
Ah, go on then. Right, so the 2 on him, first of all, that's 2 hits. -2.
3 pluses.
Saves fine. And then the flamer, it's a hit. That's a death. Wonderful. Okay, so we're into this fight for the forest for no reason. And yeah, so I charged you initially, so I'll get a +1 to my cast, so that'll bring me up to +4, but you've got +5 with your stinky trolls.
Yeah, just to mention these 3 at the back here will have +1s because they countercharged.
Yeah, and if they move more than 1 inch, I think it is, they get that +1 bonus.
Yeah, they did.
Right, so we'll just start at the front and work our way down. So this guy's got 3 attackers on him.
Yeah, right, so you get a +4 overall and I get a +5, so I've got +1 overall. Just scrape it, yeah.
Now I'll get 3 dice. Still not great.
Good enough, so I've got a 1 and 1 either side here, so. Yeah. Oof. Dead. Oh, actually, I need to lie these guys down.
That's right, because they can
regenerate.
We think, anyway, again, close combat ones, it's not, I don't think it mentions it.
I'll get you that time.
Next one. Left. Yeah.
Oh, yep, just scrape it. Okay.
Got
you. 2 and 1.
Got me the first time. Secondary now. Oof. Great.
Good enough. 2 against 1.
Got me. And secondaries.
Still good enough. 8. No, 9 you've got. Yeah. 2 against 1.
Outside,
yeah.
10. No. Got you. Nope. Great.
Yeah.
You got me. So that's the guy on the outside there, wasn't it? Right, now it's the champion. I think he's +5.
It's only +4.
Is he? +4, so even odds then?
Yeah, even odds.
Okay.
Yep, you win. Yeah. That's a good one to get rid of.
Yeah, because he controls them, doesn't he?
I do have the Greater Demon that can control them.
Okay. 6 guys.
You get 1 here still, so.
Oh yeah, sorry, because that's the one you charged with me.
So I've got an extra dice there. He was attacking him, he came in and him.
Right, yep, so that's right. He was he's the one that just killed the champion, so.
So I'm actually +2 as well, so I will. Oof. Wasn't exactly. It was closer than I thought it would be.
Right, okay. So I lose 7 and you've lost.
Well, of course, what happens?
I know this is nonsense.
I would say that they're counted as dead for the purposes of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So it's a standoff, and
so
sort of nobody withdraws or Nobody does morale checks or any of that sort of stuff, which is nice.
To start the advanced phase, even though Dragus get the initiative, this happens at the very start of the advanced phase, it says in rules. So he's going to try and use his bolt of change on this unfortunate Rough Rider. 3+. Hits.
Yeah, so
he's dead. And then this becomes replaced by. So it doesn't actually matter much to you because.
Yeah, so I'm just locked. It's just, no, because it's only if half the unit.
Half the unit was under it.
You would become locked.
So you're not. I'm imagining that stays in play though.
Yes, I think so.
So it kind of makes it difficult for you from that side to come at the objective. Maybe more effective against a building, I would have thought. Guys garrisoned.
Yeah, that's quite an interesting one actually. It probably could be. I'll need to watch out for that next time. Okay, advanced fire, and I've just got really my shadow sword. It's going to do the same trick again at the Reaver. It hits this time at least, the volcano cannon.
And you get one
of the last cannons. Yeah.
Okay, volcano cannon, so that's going to be a 5+ save.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. And
last cannon
3+. Save that.
Okay, so 4 hits then from the volcano cannon.
Exactly. So it's 1 hit. And it's got engine killers 3. Stroke penetrating for old people. For old people.
Old heads. I think that's what.
That's what I meant. Older players.
Yes.
Playing from previous editions.
Right.
So he's on the brink now. He's got 6 wins. So 1 more will take him out.
Brilliant.
So.
That's what we like to see.
Yeah. Magnus is going to fire at the Grey Knights.
Yeah, I forgot to activate them first. Sorry, guys.
2+. It's -6, I think it is.
So they've got a fixed.
Well, they do have a fixed 6. So, yeah.
Dead. Oh well. That was an expensive experiment.
Okay, I've got my shambling automatons that are going to fire at your heavy troops in the building. So 6 is to hit.
A couple.
2. -1. Well, of course, that's a
cover save. Yeah. 4 ups.
I'm going to fire my Disc Riders. The back one's out of range, but these 3 are going to try and pick off some Rough Riders. 5 or 6s. 2.
Nice. Alright. And that'll be a broken and a morale check for them.
Done. Alright, we're into the end phase then. So this vortex missile over here, we need to see what happens with it. So here's the old first edition template.
Yeah, it's still the same rules all the way through. So
save.
6.
It stays where it is.
Yep.
And that means another D6 hits on your.
Yeah, I don't know when that happens. Does it happen now?
It's because you resolve it in the end phase. So
yeah,
I know that going back into the mists of time, it was always a thing, even from first and in second, that you basically did it then. But it makes it quite brutal if it lands straight away. You get no chance to escape it immediately.
Yeah.
2 hits, so 2 more damage on him.
He's just dead then.
God, that's brutal.
Again, 3 inches maybe hits that building perhaps.
Maybe. Yeah, it does. Go D6 for each model within 3 and a 4+. It's the detachment suffers a hit.
Alright, okay.
The model's detachment, that's weird.
Yeah.
Why would you roll for each model then? I suppose you could have multiple detachments. So
right, okay. So just you see.
One roll here,
yeah.
4+. Right, so it
so
does hit. But then you've got all your saves, because you've all got
cover saves.
Yeah,
2 saved. I think that'll be them broken. I would imagine. Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 6 trolls to try and resurrect here. 4 more. Well, half.
Is it only 4 more? That's pretty good.
Yeah, 4 more.
Okay, so just pick whatever ones you want.
Yeah. I'll just take the front 3. Okay, I'm just rolling for my Reaver shields back. I really want to see some 4s. I get 2.
Here we are at the end of turn 2, and yeah, obviously losing both my Warhounds is a bit of a pain. I mean, I'm not too broken about it, but hey ho. More so that now my assault company's broken, and also my Rough Raiders. That really puts me in a bit of a tight spot for any late game objective grabbing, so I think that plan might now just have to fall out of contention. What have we got here? Yeah, Grey Knights, they also got wiped out, so you've managed to successfully push through in the middle here and take this objective. I've managed to hold on to this one here and avoiding this spawn as well, so I'm not locked up next turn either. The battle for the forest, obviously we saw a couple of trolls coming back, so again I'm kind of not in a great position there now. And yeah, I think that's more or less it. Anything else to add?
Yeah, obviously I'm not very confident about my Reaver lasting much longer, but I'm happy the fact that the 2 Warhounds are going. It kind of feels like a good exchange, really. I would quite like to pick off a Shadow Sword or 2 before I go, but we'll see.
Okay,
Into turn 3.
Yeah. Okay, end of turn 3 movement, and yeah, I've not got much to say. I basically kept everything on first fire for the most part, as the Guard tend to do. I've consolidated, for whatever reason, I've continued to push in here, even though it's not really getting me anything, and they're probably going to get slaughtered. And yeah, Gordon, you've countered that with the Minotaurs coming in.
Yeah, counter challenge.
You've done your trademark Rhino Dash for the objective here. You've also put these Rhinos up here for potentially nicking my backfield 1 if it goes to another turn, and then most of your other stuff's first fire as well.
No, these are all advanced a wee bit.
Yeah,
up a little bit. So
around, so.
Magnus is going to come out into the open for a straight up fight. But I do have the Chaos cards in reserve.
Oh yeah, I think there's
quite a few to nullify kills. We'll see.
Untouchable, but we'll see about that. Okay, as we move into first fire.
Alright, my Titan then, he's before he gets hit with all this Shadow Sword fire, he's going to try and take a few of them out. So his Gatling Blaster is going for this guy over here.
Yep.
Next to objective 5, and then a Volcano Cannon at each of those. So 3 pluses for the Volcanoes, 5 or 6 for the Gatlings. 1 Volcano Cannon hits, and 1 Gatling Blaster hits. So
2 plus for the Gatling, okay. There's Volcano Cannon.
5 plus.
Nope, he's gone. So
either one of those doesn't matter.
Okay, back to my usual. I'm going to use my heavy support troops to try and strip those shields back off this Titan again. So hitting on 5. Dear, not so many. Just 2, that's enough.
But that's all you need.
Yeah.
These Chaos Marines are just in range of your Shadow Sword, so they're going to try and pick him up before he fires. 4 more to hit. 5 dice. 2. So, but 2 plus saves. And you're
okay, again, Shadow Sword into your Reaver.
Good one. Yeah.
Okay, so just the Volcano Cannon hits, that's what we're looking for.
So 5 plus save. 4.
Okay.
That will do him.
It will, and we're going to get some blast. 6 inches, did we say?
5. That's enough to hit this detachment, so you're going to go for them. I'm going to go for them. Oh god, you're actually going to hit them as well. There's Magnus. Yeah, he's in. Everything is in. Actually repositioned my flamers thinking they were far enough away, but they're not.
5 inches is bigger than you thought. Yeah, so I need to roll for each detachment, is that how it works?
Yeah, each detachment. So, flamers, we'll start with them.
Yep, sure thing. Nope,
they're okay. Dish Riders. Nope, they're okay. Magnus. He's hit.
So minus 1 PSM?
Yeah, so 2 plus. Saved. Automatons. 4, they're hit.
Okay.
Now, I'm not sure if they have a save. What, they have a fixed 5 save?
5, yeah.
Yep, so 5 of them. 1's 2 saved.
Yeah. And then your goods in a building. Not hit, so that's good.
Cool. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Could have been a lot worse. Right, more Chaos Marines. We'll go for your guys in the building, the heavy guys. 6s to hit. Nothing.
I'm going to use my other heavy troops to try and clear these rhinos off this objective before they grab it. Looking for 5s, 10 dice. Just 2.
5 pluses. No.
2 dead. Have they got a morale value, those guys?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
So just Marines, aren't they, essentially?
Yep, 4 passed.
No bother.
Automatons are going to try and pick off your guys in the building again. 6s to hit again. Nothing.
Slight overkill here, but I've got my Shadow Sword and he's going to fire at that Rhino this time. So, 2 last cannons and the Volcano Cannon. The Volcano Cannon hits on 3, is that?
Okay, vaporised.
Yeah.
I'm done. Good. So you retain that objective. Yes. Okay, Silver Tower. I'm going to fire at these guys in the building. 6s with the red dice, 5 or 6 with the green dice. At last I get a hit in somebody, but you get your usual covers.
Which is fine. Yep, so running out of targets here, I've got my Hydras, which are going to do a ground attack against these automatons. Only one of them can see, and because he's firing at something on the ground, it's a -2, so natural 6s we're looking for. Oh my goodness. Oh, I got one actually. Sorry. You've got a fixed save, don't you?
Yeah, 5+.
No, one dies. Yep, okay, so attempt 3 at this. Bombard, complete waste of time. They've done nothing this game. Drop one on the building there. Oh god, 7 that way. Oh, maybe just land on Magnus.
9.
Oh, 9, sorry.
I'll give you it. Click on his wing.
Okay. Well, still need
Let's say I'm not good too.
Thank you. 3+. Yep, hits him. It's a -3.
5 or 6. Have a chaos card.
Oh, thank you. Oh. What did we get rid of? Eye stalks. Great. Yes. Basilisk this time. I'm going to do a direct barrage against the troops in the building. So they get 2 shots. Hitting on 6s. Nada. Second shot. Nada. Got another unit of Basilisk, just going to do the exact same thing. So 6s. Nothing. And the same again.
Got one there.
1. Okay. And you still get 4 up cover save with that. 1 dies.
In the close combat then, so we'll get your Rough Riders coming against the Trolls. So I got a +2 already.
Yes.
Yep. Next one, 1 and 1. Yep, again.
Oof.
You get 2 against 1 in this Troll.
Got
Get
the first time.
but you get 3 dice now. Yeah, you got deal with this.
Yep.
So attack the Troll. Standoff. Yep. No, 9. I get +2 on it. Sorry. Right, the Minotaur will have, he would attack him first.
Yes.
And I've got initiative, so I would pick that. So that means I get a +3 against that, the guy with the yellow. Yeah. Now you get
dice. You're still on.
And you get a +1 because this is one of the red helmet guys who charged in. So I get +1 overall.
Yeah.
But you get 3 dice.
Yeah.
You just sneaked it. 2 against 1 in a Troll there. I'm done. I've got a Minotaur ganging up. Woofed. But I think it's still good enough.
Yeah, it sure is.
Minotaur was attacking these guys, so he must be a secondary because he was attacking him. Woofed. No contest. But now you've got 2 guys coming in on him. So I'm down to 2 dice. I think I got a +1 over here.
Yep.
8. No, that's not good enough.
Troll first.
Okay, go for that. Troll's down. I've got a Minotaur counter attacking. 9. I've got
It's the company HQ away. Not that it really matters.
there's not much left. I've got a Minotaur attacking here as well.
Yes, last one. And you're on 3 dice, I think. So.
Wouldn't have mattered anyway because I still had the bonus edge. So
yeah, well and truly wiped them out. So I think it's safe to say that I would be withdrawing.
yes.
So
I think it's very safe to say that.
What's the deal again? Morale check, is it?
Yeah.
No, failed. This could have been a good opportunity to do our new Commissar rules there if I hadn't rolled that dice. Because I've still got the Commissar there and the Black Horse, I could have opted to kill one of my own units to then stay in good morale. But
I'm happy for you to do that.
No, I'm happy if I don't, to be honest. It's fine. I think at this stage, even the Commissar wouldn't be able to rally these guys. So, yeah.
Is it just a full move pack you do?
I think it's your move plus D6.
Right, okay.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Oh well. Good for throwing dice around.
Okay, Death Riders, these guys in the building still trying to pick them off. 6s.
Oh, very nice.
That was good. 4 pluses.
1 dice.
Finally got
Finally
one.
1 dice. Okay.
Oh, I'll do the Lord of Change. I should have done this immediately.
No, of course.
She should have been first, so picking one of the guys in the building, 3 plus. That's hit. Would you get a cover save? I suppose you would.
I don't know if it's working like that, is it? It's not really an attack as such, is it?
I know, it's sending a kind of inhabiting these, turn them into a beast or something.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm happy for it just to just to appear.
Okay.
Because it's not an attack. You're just basically rolling to see if he turns into one or something, isn't it?
So in which case, all these guys are going to be locked up.
Yeah, they're stuck in combat now.
One of them's gone, and then they're all locked because they're garrisoned the building.
Yeah.
So they can't do it next turn. They'll be fighting around the combat. Magnus will try and pick off a shadow sword.
Yeah, why not?
2+. Oh, come on, Magnus, that's not good enough.
Right.
I think that's a turn.
Yes.
Count up the damage.
Okay. End of turn 3. I was about to say the guard are holding, but I don't know if that's entirely the case. There's nothing new broken on my side, so in that respect they have held, but they're really pushed back onto their back lines now, with my Rough Raiders completely being decimated in that last combat. They've now pulled back, and now my heavy troops are contending with a spawn in the corridors. So I think they're pretty much out the game. You're continuing to move forward, Gordon. I think you've got some good units that can potentially leap into my deployment zone next turn. So yeah, my only real hope now is to really just hold this back line for all that I'm worth. But yeah, we've looked at the points, and it's still pretty close.
Yep, you're still in the lead. 60 to 55.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to lose these objectives next turn for sure, but I might be able to get some more kills, and then.
Well, you're only likely to lose that one. I already hold objective 3, so you're only losing one. That's only worth 3 points to me. Yeah. It's whether I can get somebody into the back.
Yeah, I think that'll be the decider. I think either way, this next turn will be the big decider. So
let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's go for it. It's a rare thing to say, but we're at the end of turn 4 movement now, and yeah, as expected, I've more or less stayed put with all my stuff on first fire. I've kind of sacrificed for the Emperor these assault infantry to basically clog up Gordon's Marines here, who are going to do some shenanigans.
Yeah, they were going to use long legs, a special card that we've seen them movement double, because infantry can move 3 times their speed with that. It would have allowed them to move up 60, so the plan was to hijack objective 5, but yeah, they stopped that, and instead the long legs were used on the trolls who've piled up towards objective 6. So I'm making an assault on 2 of your objectives.
Yeah, I think this will be the big decider now. Yeah, and I've just pulled back the rest of the assault infantry to hopefully contest this one if it comes to it. My Rough Riders, what's left of them, piled into the Minotaurs who have taken this objective, and that was pretty much it for movement. You've kind of pushed everything else forward that you could, so yep, we'll go into first fire and see what happens. Okay, first of all, I'm going to use my Shadow Sword to shoot at the Silver Tower. Volcano Cannon in the green. And
nice.
Everything hits. Yeah.
I'll roll for the Volcano Cannon because it's a 6 to save. Yeah, so -4. Nope. And okay. So he's out of it.
Good.
Magnus is going to try and pick off the other Shadow Sword. Come on, not a 1, not a 1.
Do one of my units of Basilisks here. They're going to fire into your Chaos Marines in the building again. So 4 attacks twice. Nope. And looking for 6s. No. Before they get shot out by artillery, these 4 will try and shoot at the Shadow Sword again. It's a bit of a wing and a prayer, but 4+. Oh, so 1. Who needs 1 though? Yeah, well done. Okay, danger close now for Basilisk. Going to fire twice into these rhinos. 4s. Twice. Yep. So
6s. Nah. So on.
Okay, and then the next shot will just be the 1. That's a miss. And get a wee morale check on those guys. 6. Hydras are going to do some close-in fire support here again against these trolls. You can only target these front 4 because the way the cover system works, I'll effectively be giving him the -1 as well. So they hit on 6s, but I do have 12 dice, so you know, statistically.
Pretty good. 6 save. Save one of them, so 2 down.
2 down. When they're not down, they're just dead.
Oh, they're just shot, potentially. So they could stand back up at the end of it.
Yes, could be important. Okay, back to Shadow Sword time, and he's going to go for your Tzeentch Disc Raiders. Volcano Cannon and Las Cannons. Just the Volcano Cannon.
So
one just gets nuked. Okay, 4th time. We're going to drop the bombards onto this building.
It's going to still a hit.
Right, so it's a -3, so the building's got a 5 up save on 2 dice.
So I need 8+. 7.
Good.
Right.
So they all get hit with a -1, so there'll be 6s to save them.
None. They're all gone. Well done.
Good. That makes me feel well.
Yeah, you've broken the company, so
good. And we get a building out for that one. Cool, nice one. So troops in the building here are going to fire through the smoke to get to your flamers over there. So there's only 4 of them left, so 8 dice. Hitting on 5. Ugh, the 1. Oh, 2, sorry.
Okay, close combat, but I'm playing some shenanigans. Rotten flesh, you're going to have to take a morale check.
Okay.
Okay. Well done. So we'll just fight as normal.
Yes, so your guys are basically doubled up. I mean, one guy's got 3 on you, so. And you're inside a building, so you're +2 to your calf.
Yeah, so these guys are usually +3, so +5.
I get +1 for charging, so and +1 calf normally, so you're +3 overall to me. Go for it. The first guy. And the second guy.
+3 is a standard.
Okay, and then you'll get 3 dice for the next one. Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, they did their job.
Yep, they did.
Okay, we do the Rough Riders first. They're fairly easy, so I charged you.
So you're up to +4.
Yep.
So I'm +1 overall.
Okay.
We'll start with this end.
Sure.
Start with this guy.
Yep. Muffed. Got me.
Got you. Second one. Got him.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh dear.
I think I've been demoralised after that last battle. Was that clear?
They weren't really too keen on that, but well done. And then we've got this nonsense up here.
Yeah, so I've got 4 dice, a 0 modifier against what are they, +1?
Don't think so. I think they're 0.
0 as well.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
The
4
commissar will be +4, I guess, for him, but we'll do him last.
Deal with it.
Yeah.
not enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a way to.
Oh,
still not enough. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No,
You're rolling so well.
Wasting all these good rolls.
No, you've saved one. Save one.
So is that it dead then, or do they all still fight
I
it?
think they all. I don't know. Let's check the rules.
Yep, it's just until it's destroyed, so it was destroyed in combat. So,
Well done.
Yeah, excellent. Although that is that unit broken now.
Good.
So you finally
get some points.
get some more points. Yep.
Start with advance.
Yeah, so you just want to fire another.
Yeah, another. So 3+. One of them dies. He dies, and then they're tied up. It's back in again. It doesn't really matter. I broke them anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just badness. But that's what chaos is.
Exactly. Oh, really got my company HQ here for the artillery unit. It's going to fire into these trolls again. So you'll get -1. So there's 2 dice hitting on 6s and 1 dice hitting on 5s. And nothing.
This rider's into the Shadow Sword again, just hoping 5s. Nothing. Okay, the automaton is going to fire it. Shadow Sword. No. Right.
So now you want to see if any of these trolls stand up, so that's quite important for you.
4+. No.
Good. So.
But I'd imagine maybe still get the tactical value. I don't know.
Yeah, they probably do. Okay, end of turn 4. So I did actually manage to do a decent amount of damage there, or at least I killed the right stuff to break. Essentially everything on your side is now broken, which is good for me, although, yeah, I'm down to threads in terms of infantry, which is what we need. I've still got my artillery company is intact, and I've still got my shadow swords unbroken. You've managed to take this objective, Gordon, which effectively destroys it, takes it out of the game, so I can score no more points from it. So you took objective 4. So you've held objective 3. You didn't manage to get this one, so I've kept hold of that. And then obviously you've still got your 2 backline ones. So you got 16 points of objectives that turn, and I only get 5. But then breakages, you broke my heavy company, so that gave you 7 points, and then I broke 3 of your companies, which gave me something, whatever it was, 16 or something, was it? So essentially, I think as it stands at the moment, I am winning, but...
Yeah, 87 to you, 78 to me.
Right, yep.
And you're in a more difficult position in terms of...
Yeah, I can't get any more points off of you from breaking stuff, so killing stuff isn't really much good to me, but what I do need to do is keep my stuff alive and probably not lose this objective, really. And yeah, you're basically, it's now all on you to break. Probably Shadow Swords are your best bet.
Yeah, they are.
So if you break with Shadow Swords, it's all good for you. If I hold the line as quite thematically, then I'll win.
Yeah, Magnus has been messing up, so it's still it's not a given that this will happen. So let's see what the final
go for it. Just interrupting the turn 5 movement phase, and you're going to charge your trolls into the side of my shadow sword here. But as they come out of the forest, I'm going to snap fire the hydras at them. Point blank range. Natural 6s.
Oh man.
6 saves on those trolls.
6s. Oh, I've got one.
Yeah, okay.
Yep,
two make it in.
2 make it.
Right, and now we'll do the point defense from the shadow sword. So we'll be looking at 6s. Nothing.
Survived it.
Okay. Alright, just because I charged you with your rhinos, or you want to do a quick point defense on him as well? Yeah. Okay, turn 5 overview. So yeah, as expected, Gordon's kind of pushing through this forest to get into I think the shadow swords are his big target, obviously, to kill them. So he's got his trolls, a couple of them managed to make it into combat, and everything else is kind of shuffled forward. And then on my side, I engage with that rhino, and then tactically put the shadow sword around the corner here, slightly to protect him, but we'll see, it might not matter.
And Magnus moved into the ruins to make it harder for you to shoot him. Not that it really matters though, because you've already got the break points for him.
Can't do much to him, but it might feel good to strip some more cards off him anyway. Okay, and we'll go into first fire.
My one first fire is my single stand of automatons. They'll fire at these guys in the building, making a 6. Nope.
Go for the basilisks, and we'll just do shots on 2. Go for these guys, so I'll get with the one shot looking for 4s. 2 and a -2. Dead. Get a wee morale check for the last standing one. Fine. My basilisks are going to fire at Magnus just for badness. So hitting on 4s. Oh, 5, sorry. Nope. Okay, I'm going to use one of my guys in the building here to spot for the bombards at the back here, so I'm going to drop a thing onto your marines in the open. Oh, goodness me. 6, that's a miss. I'm going to use my Chimera and Command guys to just pile into the shots of this troll. I really should have used them to... In fact, no, that's right, because you can only snap fire with one unit. Yeah, so it wouldn't have mattered. So 4s on the green dice, 5s on the blue dice. 2 hits, so it's another 2 wins on him if he ever tries to stand up again. I don't think it's going to matter. Okay, we're into close combat now, so we've got left the spawns. Commissar, heroic, +4 I think. Not good enough.
No, he doesn't.
Turn 6 he could, no. We've got this rhino as well, so I charged you, so I'll get a +1, so +2 overall.
It's gone.
There you go.
The big one then. Trolls versus the shadow sword. They did charge, so they get a +1,
yep.
+6, they're +5, so even odds for the first one. Standoff. Now 3 dice.
But you can't kill him, which is the main thing. Just do a wound to him. That's actually enough to break them anyway, so. So he'll need to do a potential withdrawal, yeah.
Because he took the wind, yeah.
Yeah, it's like lost fights, isn't it? Nope.
My Chaos Marines then, there's 5 of them. They'll fire at your guys in the building again. 6s, get 1 hit.
Nope.
At last I kill one of them. They've been steadfast.
Get the one that's spotted for my artillery. Gain that. I think I just need to pile into Magnus, try and take the cards off. 6 shots, hitting on 6s. Nope.
Right, I want Magnus to try, please, 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 to put this shadow sword down. 2+ to hit. Get a 4. Woohoo!
Does it mean 6? Oh, he's dead then. It's penetrating as well, but he's already got a wound on him, so it's all...
That's what's been so annoying about rolling the 1s in the past 2 turns, because he's so nasty. He could have wiped out the entire shadow sword company in this time.
A shadow sword here can shoot these trolls, I suppose, for what it's worth. Volcano cannon, yeah, everything hits, so they get their fixed 6s. Yeah.
1 save, but that puts the 2 of them down.
Right, so that's the end of the game. Turn 5, we actually made it 5 full turns once, and it was pretty close up to the end. We've done the sums. So, as we kind of feared at the end of the last one, you've taken 5 more points, you had nothing else to take off me from breakages. Yep.
You weren't able to take either of these back,
no.
So yeah, you get 5 more points that turn, which took you up to 93.
Mm-hmm.
I took another 16 points for having all of these 4.
Yep.
And I took another 7, was it, for breaking that?
For the shadow sword.
Finally taking out that shadow sword. So that was a big moment, and that took me up to 104. So 104 to 93. What a battle.
Yeah, that was good.
Well played.
Well played, yes.
that was good fun.
Yeah, it was. It was actually, yeah, it was. I mean, it was closer than I thought it was going to be. To be honest, I was very fearful of how the Guard would perform against Chaos. But yeah, they held the line pretty admirably. Maybe, probably, I think again, it changes the dynamic so much now with just these core rules. So obviously, infantry is still king for holding objectives. Maybe the artillery isn't as in vogue as it maybe used to be. I don't know.
I think we're very unfortunate not to take out more buildings. I think that was a big
with them, yeah, for the most part. Because we know that obviously basic tanks are kind of a bit redundant now. And I was kind of worried that the shadow swords and the super heavies would not play any part in the game either, but they did. They played a massive part. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I think it all went really well in terms of there wasn't too many mechanical mishaps.
I think as well the other thing that made a difference was restoring the victory points or breakages. It meant we didn't know then. I mean, I think if that had been the other way around, if it had been just on the objectives alone, you might have mathematically won it in turn 3.
Yes.
If we'd done it the old way. So thanks to everybody who was saying, we don't like these victory ways, it made us think, and we thought, yeah, let's just reinstate it. I suppose one thing to mention is we were just chatting there about in the old Epic, you had a threshold to fight for, and so if you both crossed it in a given turn, there was a draw.
Yep.
But because of the fact that these are all different scenarios and they all have different victory point yields, there's just no way, well, short of mathing it all out, to do that. So I think it's just, we've kind of talked about it, and even if you win by a point, you win, and that's it. So I'm kind of glad that I won by over 10. That feels like a victory. Having said that, when you look what's left on the table for mine, your guys are definitely the more coherent force.
I mean, I've still got a full formation that's unbroken, which is
untouched.
Well. I suppose I could have spent another couple of turns driving them up the board now to claim objectives, but we hit the turn limit anyway, which is good. But yeah, the pile of death speaks for itself. Really, I'm pretty much packed up, good to go now, and likewise, there's not much there. So yeah, I think we had fun.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed having the large scale Titans on the table. It's nice to see that kind of contrast, like the Titans feeling proper. Like, they're not really that beefy as we saw. I think we've got the balance quite.
I think so too. Yeah, I think that's good. I think Warhounds getting taken out by volcano cannons in one shot is absolutely fine for me in terms of narrative and stuff like that. And yeah, Reaver is pretty hard to take down. I still feel like Warlords could be really tough to take down unless you've got a dedicated Titan killer set up like the Shadow Swords or something, but that's just the cost of doing business, I think. Yeah,
but also it's 900 points is a big sink when you think of that they can't actually really do anything about they can't capture objectives. So if you're going to sink 900 points in, then maybe it should be really beefy, and that's good.
Yeah.
So again, I'm feeling quite happy with the rules. I feel like they're working very well, and I'm having great fun playing these, whether I win or lose anyway. So yeah,
excellent,
all good. So thanks again, Craig, for the game.
No worries.
And we'll maybe do another one soon.
Yeah, we've had wee talks about potentially something Titan heavy for the next one. We've got some LI as well potentially. I've went and buckled and bought the Mechanicum box and stuff, so we might get a bit of that in at some point as well, just to refresh ourselves in the vanilla rules and see if we're still happy with what we're doing. I think we probably are, to be honest. But yeah, all good.
Yep, so if you enjoyed the video, please consider commenting, liking, and most of all subscribing. And until next time, keep on living, life or die.